Thursday night in the Metaverse, feeling hype. Matthew and Rizzle, they're on the mic. Welcome to the WIP, hold on tight. Lightning strikes, the energy's high. WIP fam in the virtual sky. New speakers, new stories, don't be shy. Crypto knowledge, we're in the know. Oh my! WIP fam, we break virtual worlds. Hear the thunder as the lightning twirls. Paradoxx behind the lens, making moves. Hate on the audio, no time to lose. Show's got the afties, let the good times cruise. Show's got the afties, let the good times cruise.
Boom. Quick mic check. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah.
There we go. What up, y'all? It's Matthew, aka Nifty Time, coming in impromptu location today, chilling with family for the holidays over in Oklahoma City. Perhaps TMI, but whatever. It is WIPMAS, and super stoked to be with everyone. Somehow this is the last WIP of 2024, and because of that, we had to do it up big. So we brought in the reinforcements, Metageist, Paradoxx, doing work. More on that very soon. But before that, let me get the shills out the way. Rizzle, who will be a little bit late today, also at some Christmas concert for his kids, will come a few minutes late. We still recorded this week, got it in, talked about all the airdrops coming, what that means, OpenSea, good things. Also, we baked in a super secret, but not secret anymore, bonus track from a previous recorded episode that fell off the rails a little bit, but it's kind of fun. And Dragonite hooked it up in there. Check it out, listen to it, mint it if you feel so inclined. We appreciate everyone right there. In the meantime, though, please start making your way into HyperFi. More will be revealed a little bit later, but Metageist and Paradoxx set up a absolute insane game. They'll explain all of that in a little bit, but just in the meantime, get into HyperFi, have it load. Some setups are a little bit slower. You want to be in there, ready to go, because we will be giving away a Cypher Dude among other prizes today, specifically Cypher Dude number 329. You can check it out over here at OpenSea. And then you can check out the address that owns it, because we're trying to give away all of the art and NFTs in that address. And there's a couple other addresses that hold a bunch of things that the WIP has collected over the past year. It's going to be really important. First of all, just to perform in the game, we're giving away the Cypher Dude to the winner of this game. Metageist will remind everyone of that when we get into the game. So get everything ready to go, get your skills up in the meantime, and then everyone else, sign the guest book, which will drop a little bit later. Sign the guest book and make sure you leave your email addresses, because come Christmas time, you should get an email with a link drop that just chock full of art and other NFTs for everyone that signs up today. We're trying to give away the most art and NFTs ever. Why? Because it's WIPMAS. We gotta make it rain on the whole WIP fam. Last shill before we get into the first speaker, whom I'll introduce shortly, our friend and master artist Fabiano Speziati has a Christmas themed pack live over on Create. Go check it out. Mint some of Santa's rat helpers. It's fun. It's awesome. Let's go do that. And with that, I think this will be the shortest intro in WIP history, because Rizzle is not here. He'll get his spiel in when he arrives a little bit later. But to kick things off, we have Cameron, who a lot of folks from Cent Days will know is the co-founder of that project. These days, also goes by his alt Comprini. You can see him in the chat over here. And he has a few updates on what we've been building over on the Purple app. Rebase, newest project launcher, some alpha potentially about one of the two or both of those projects, depending on what he's cooked up and feels comfortable to share shortly. But without further ado, Cameron, dude, can you hear me? If you can, unmute and make
Yes,
the
sir.
alpha rain on all of us.
What's up, guys? Great to be back. Yeah, as Matthew said, kind of in between a couple different projects right now. Mostly focused on how can we help like tokens succeed on chain, like ERC20s. And so we're building some tools around that. The one I wanted to call out attention to that definitely is alpha is Rebase, rebase.finance. All the coins that you'll see there are Purple App coins when you go to the site. And what you'll notice is that like we recently just added the ability to show APY, like the rate that you can earn on staking assets. We didn't actually have this calculated before. And so what we realized is that the rates are insanely high. So if you hold any of these tokens on the site, or you are thinking about getting involved in some of the coins on the Purple app and they happen to be listed here, check it out. The way it works is you take that coin and then you LP it, and we provide like a way for you to do that on Uniswap. And then you're earning double, triple digit percentage points APY. And so it was kind of a shock to us too, just like rolling that out and seeing how high the rates were, but it's pretty cool to see. And yeah, you can kind of think about it like when someone launches a coin, they want to boost liquidity, so they'll take some of the coin and they'll put it into an LP incentive pool. And so that's where these funds are coming from. It's usually project founders allocating funds for liquidity incentives. And so that's really exciting. No real alpha on Launcher. Launcher is basically our token launcher that when you launch a token, it includes rebase liquidity incentives on there. So nothing to reveal on that yet, but really excited about what's happening with Rebase. We're hoping to get more projects on, particularly ones from the Clanker ecosystem, because a lot of them have this problem where they don't have liquidity. And so I don't know if you guys have followed the Clanker saga, but there's been a lot of new token launches happening there. And they have a cool model. I think Launcher's model is better. But anyways, Rebase has the tools to provide the LP incentives. And so we should be seeing more projects spin up there. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that Rebase has a protocol token called Refi. It's one of the tokens listed there on the homepage. And 1% of any incentive that is deployed on Rebase goes to refi stakers. So refi holders right now that stake on the platform are also earning yield on just staking refi. They don't even need to LP. And so I know Matthew's been doing that for a hot second. I have as well. It's basically like airdrops, right? Someone launches on Rebase and then refi stakers get an allocation. So another fun thing to look out for if you want to scoop some refi. I think the market cap is like 400K right now. So it's relatively under the radar, but hopefully we'll be blowing it up soon. And I think that's kind of the end of my rant. Matthew, you want to tease anything out of me? I don't know. It's that's kind of the Rebase game right now.
No, I think you covered it. But again, one of the big things focused around refi is like going back to when we launched Rebase was thinking about staking, trying to make tokens fun again and being like able to do something with tokens as opposed to just buying and like holding it, hoping that number goes up. Staking it so that you can get more of something is always a fun thing. And then exposure is like over the past couple of months since Rebase has been live and a few campaigns have launched, being able to take this token that you've accrued, staking it to specific campaigns, earning more new tokens, and then buying other tokens just to stake more. Having that extra exposure has been pretty interesting, and we're trying to make that easier. So if you have refi and you're staking that in the future, we're trying to bring all the exposure to all the campaigns to folks who stake refi. And again, you get more rewards if you become an LP and you add funds and liquidity to any of these new tokens. That's how you get more of these tokens. But for folks that are coming in who may just be getting started in crypto, giving them the ability to collect a token, do something with the token, see that they can earn more of other tokens with that token is sort of one of these new like entry-level unlocks we're trying to show. And then for projects that are actually launching on-chain initiatives, trying to build out businesses on-chain with their own token, helping them find distribution with a group of folks that are they have proven themselves to be like holders of other tokens that are staking them and not just trying to flip them for like cents on the dollar or pennies on the dollar. So looking forward to incentivizing hopefully a more healthy approach to interacting with projects and launching them with more like long-term focus in mind. But
bro, I love that. That's way better than I could have said. That, you know, as the engineer in me just wants to go straight to the nuts and bolts of like, you know, APY, what's happening. But I think you really touched upon the why there, which is like, we have all these bags. Like, is there a way to kind of start to put them to work? And staking is one of those ways. And so hopefully we can trailblaze a little bit and get more people staking.
Yeah, and for all the folks, I know a lot of the WIP fam here. Earlier in the year when we launched, I think this is like the token V1. Like when it was the V1 refi, we had to launch a whole other contract after that. So a lot of people have exposure already that are listening right now to refi. You may have to like swap old tokens out for new tokens, but that should be pretty clear in the UI, and you can start putting those tokens to work. And yeah, at this point, you should have a pretty healthy amount of tokens. I think we gave away around like at least 100K refi to each qualifying individual back in that summertime WIP when you hopped on first. And honestly, we may include some refi in the link drop presents that WIP Santa Claus drops for everyone come Christmas time. So again, another reason to sign that guest book. But yeah, I think there may be some questions at this point. We'll pass the mic to Show to hit Cameron in the face with those questions. Show, you there?
Hey, how's my audio?
Great. 5 by 5.
Awesome. Oh man. All right, Cam, listen, man. I think it was like a month ago, or maybe like a month and a half ago. I gave my little love fest about Matthew in regards to base jobs. And then I kind of spoke at length about just overall about you and his partnership over the years. You know, I always felt like you two always seem to create the things or collab on the things or even just share ideas on things that are oh man, I can't even like find the words. To me, if I need to bet money on the things that would move and shake stuff just here or just even in the meat space, you guys are the ones who really make it happen, you know. That being said, I brought up something where I felt like if anyone could solve this issue for everyone, it would be you two, and ultimately that would be figuring out a way to market better to people. Just like everyone needs a way to market their product better, and I think that the way that you two tend to come up with things. You may be the ones to really solve this problem for all of us. And not that you two need to market your product better, but more like we need someone to help us market a product, because time and time again, we have all these products, all these projects and products too, but all these projects are really just at the whim of whether or not there's hype that's based on nothing, you know, instead of really incentivizing people. The idea of incentivizing people with a coin, now we know doesn't really work because everyone's trying to incentivize someone else, and then there's like incentivizing people with a coin that is not worth anything. I don't know. My point being is that you two are always coming up with things that solve problems. Like for example, base jobs solves an issue. You know, where it's like, hey, there are many talented people in Web3. Sometimes you don't necessarily want to go through the process of trying to be hired or anything. You just want to knock some shit out. And then if people believe in how skilled an individual is in the space, they're going to stake, you know, a token on you in addition to you receiving something monetarily. Anyway, shout out to Giselle. Anyway, that was pretty long-winded. So ultimately, my first question was, we have an issue with marketing. What are your thoughts on helping people in the space market better? Or can you share any ideas that you may have that Maybe even someone can steal the idea from you right now, make it happen. But you have good ideas.
Well, first of all, that was an amazing rant. And thank you for the kind words, show. I mean, yeah, Matthew is definitely like a thought partner in crime when it comes to a lot of this stuff. Um, we chat every week and we're always kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. I mean, I think, to your point, like, how do you get people's attention with, you have a project, how do you get people like interested in it? That was actually one of the, that was part of the genesis of Rebase, was like, okay, I'm launching something, but nobody gives a fuck. So how do I get people to care? How do I get people to pay attention? Well, in Web 2, right, you target them with ads is kind of the playbook, or like content marketing, banner ads, like all these sort of tricks, right? Web 3, everything's on chain. And so our thought was, why not target communities of token holders? And so that was actually how Rebase was born. Originally, it wasn't about LP incentives. It was about, if you want to launch a campaign to reach people, have them stake their token that associates them with the community, whether it's like a piece of art or something, like have them stake that to earn your project point. So that was the original thought. We haven't really gone in that direction super hard because we've been getting so much attention on LP incentives, but maybe that's even a separate product that we can break out when thinking about it, because that to us feels like the most Web3 native way of like reaching community provably by having them stake their coin and then earning yours. So it's like an improvement on an airdrop, right? Because it's not just like a blanket airdrop, it's like a more targeted one. And you're able to have like, more granularity in terms of like who gets it, over what time do they have to stake. So that's kind of the idea. That's my idea there. I don't have another one. Matthew, maybe you got one, but that to me feels like it could be the start of like a new sort of on-chain campaign system where you reach token holders of different communities.
He just said 100. Yeah. So that definitely makes sense, and I guess utilizing other communities in order to get the word out, and also incentivizing them in order to engage with your token. The only thing I was thinking about that would be like a downside. The most obvious downside would be them immediately attempting to sell, because that seems to be like the current sentiment with everyone nowadays, thanks to Pump Fund and the like on the Purple app. That this the culture is being trained to dump instantly in things instead of committing. So it's like the opposite of whatever Diamond's Hands is. I don't know if there's even a term for the opposite of Diamond Hands. But yeah. Well, no, no. But I mean, like, I feel like even Paper Hands isn't a strong enough term, which is why I didn't use it. I feel like it's something even worse. Like, yeah, thank you, Nate. It's like it's something. Yeah, it's like the way things are pumped and dumped. It's like it's different in 2024 going into 2025. Anyway, yeah, I feel you on that. In regards to refi and all the other products that you both have been working on and that are kind of tied within each other, I always kind of wanted some kind of like a suite, I guess, a one-stop shop in order for me to visit all these things that you're building, because I need to go to each thing individually. And I get that each thing stands on its own and you're throwing things up against the wall and seeing if it sticks. But is this a strategy of yours to keep things kind of somewhat like attached in the background, but in the foreground, somewhat loose and separate?
So we're actually going to tie it all together with Launcher, our token launcher. Because that's like, yeah, they can all exist independently of one another, but our token launcher is specifically designed to plug into all of them, allow you to create a job right through there, allow you to create LP incentives all right through there. Right now, we don't have a website for Launcher. It's just a frame on Farcaster. but we're working on getting a site up that kind of is the port of entry to all the things in the ecosystem that we're building. So we'll definitely post updates when that's live, but we don't have a site up for that yet.
That's cool. And lastly, so when I first visited Base Jobs a couple of months ago, I saw some fun things, a lot of tokens I didn't recognize, but then I started looking on Refi, and Matthew brought me up to speed on everything that was going on. I noticed that there were a couple of jobs in regards to poker, and there were challenges in regards to poker. And I didn't realize that Compreni was an alias of yours. I just thought that you were just some random person trying to harass people with poker on the website. But the only thing was like, where would you the invitation was there, but there was no website or like really app or platform in order to engage with you on with it. So I was confused. I was like, I'll take you up on that. You know, what are your thoughts on? I mean, I don't even know if this is illegal now. Everything is a legal mess right now. But is there like a poker website or app that would be attached to all the other products that you're creating that's in the works too? Because if so, I'm totally down. Something like a poly market, but make it poker, and then I can fake use my VPN to act like I'm not an American. You know.
So those poker tournaments, I think they're hosted by Hannah, one of our sort of community OGs. I actually don't know what service he uses to host those poker tournaments. Matthew, do you know?
I'm not sure too. I'm tagging him in the chat over here so you can drop in and let us know what the hell he does with that. But that is Hamalama right there.
Yeah, we'll have to get back to you on that, Joe.
Okay, I think there's some potential there, you know.
For sure. Yeah, but I appreciate the questions, man. Yeah, and we got a lot cooking up to try and bring it together. You know, the jobs, the staking, the LP incentives. All in all, just trying to make token succeed. Yeah, Easy, what's up? See you drop the Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore. It says C Jazzy is offline, but I am on Webcast at here. If you want to give me a follow there.
Boom. Yeah, and the show hit the nail on the head just talking about the different threads of the protocols that Cam has been spinning up. We're weaving them together slowly but surely, trying to make a proper digital destination that folks can pop to get all the things. The frame right now to launch a token with Launcher, the closest approximation of that single place. Because within a single action of launching a new token, you get a base job effectively spun up that gives you an allocation to start hiring using that native token. You have that campaign that's set up on Rebase to try to attract LPers with those token incentives. But the next stop is like what most people typically expect, with like a cleaner UI that brings everything together, that visualizes all these things, as opposed to having it be a little bit more abstract or imaginative right at this point. But love the WIP fam for showing support, and show especially for coming with those questions and the observations. Really appreciate that, and appreciate you, Cameron, for sticking with it and building cool shit and imagining a better future for everyone. Appreciate you.
Yeah, bro, let's ship protocols and get rich together.
all together. Oh yeah. Boom.
Thanks, guys.
With that, we got Rizzle in the house. He's back from the Christmas celebration with the family. So before passing it over to Paradoxx and Metageist, Rizzle, dude, hop on. Let us get this hype train rolling properly, dude. This is the last WIP of 2024. We need your energy. Let's go.
Yo, mic check. Can you hear me?
Nice and crispy.
Dude, I'm on like the holiday. Yo, thank you, Brookhawk. I'm on the holiday tour, man. I'm at the school doing some family stuff and pulling in for the whip a few minutes late. Just in time to hear Cam and you, man, talking about Rebase, which is stuff I've been checking out and not gonna get too much into it, but appreciate what y'all are building and actively tinkering around with it on the regular myself. So cool shit. I feel like I've arrived. Not that is not fun stuff, but I know I'm like on top of a plane dressed like Santa Claus right now in world. And I know Metageist and Paradoxx have been cooking some shit up, and I've been like sort of off the radar just because it's the holidays and I was at Art Basel and like all this stuff. So I appreciate the fam picking up the slack, and I don't really know what's going on, but I'm very excited to be here. I know we're giving out a lot of shit today. We got a little surprise at the end that we've been cooking up just to tease the people here with, that we'll give away to people who sign the guest book and everything. So, it's good to be here to close it out with everybody. I would have been very upset if I didn't make it, but I'm here. So let's do the thing.
Boom. And with that, again, someone else dropped the link to get in world. Let's all pile into the Hyperfi parcel that Metageist and Paradoxx crafted. But I know Metageist and or Paradoxx, because they did so much work behind the scenes and because they were using a lot of new tools, I think it's really worthwhile for them to kind of talk about what they created, how they created it, and then get into the nuts and bolts of the game that we're going to play. And again, the winner of the game will get Cypher Dude number 329, so a nice juicy prize to get folks excited to play the game for. But Metageist and or Paradoxx, unmute and take us behind the scenes to how this game was created.
That is the best Metageist Q.
Hello everyone, thanks for having me. Great to be here again. Making sure you can hear me okay. Am I sounding all right?
Perfect.
Lovely, cool. So this has just come together in the past day. But what we've been enjoying is exploring some of the really quick AI tools for creating 3D meshes. There's a handful of meshes in here that were made with just a text prompt on a free site called on Trellis. If Paradoxx wants to post a link to the one he was using, there's another one as well. But it's really fun. It's just that you can just type in or put in an image and it makes a 3D model. And obviously they look kind of ropey. But for this sort of thing, for like throwing together spontaneous, off the cuff, improvised games, it's a really interesting creative process. But we've come up with a bit of an idea. What I did partly actually before I move on with Trellis was I used Krea.ai, and in that you can upload your own artwork and create a model based on your artwork. So you end up with an AI version of your style. So that was on Krea.ai, and I highly recommend that. So there's some models in here that have been made by AI, but they've been fed on only my artwork, so you can kind of see them. But it's an interesting, weird start of what is going to be insane, because these things are getting better and better all the time, and these are the worst they're ever going to be, and they're already really good. So it's quite cool to sort of play with them. And then we can go into the next stage, and I'll tell you about something else quickly. But mostly this is Paradoxx's little experience, so I'll let him take over and fill you in on the start of the story.
I'll just quickly add to. Wait, can you hear me? Okay, how am I sounding?
Yeah, you sound great.
Beautiful. Add to what Metageist was saying about AI tools. So making this experience, we used, as Metageist said, some 3D object generation, but we've used image generation, all AI tools. We've used audio, voice AI as well, and also helping with scripting. So there's a lot of help from AI. But I think we'll get into it. So it's important to kind of listen during this event, and there'll be interactive bits you'll need to do, as well as games. But I think with that, Dragonate, could you play clip number 1, please?
'Twas the night before WIPMAS, a magical eve. The WIP fam were bustling, their spirits alight, preparing for journeys through the starlight night. To Lapland they'd travel, where snowflakes would gleam, to meet jolly Santa, the stuff of each dream. With stockings in tow and their hearts full of cheer, the season of wonder was finally here. The sleigh was awaiting, the skies all aglow, as whispers of magic began to bestow. A tale full of laughter, of giving and glee, a WIPMAS adventure for all to see. Ho, 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 ho!
Welcome aboard WIP Airways. This is your Captain Paradoxx speaking. Our flight to Lapland tonight will take approximately 7 hours. Expect cold but pleasant snowy weather upon arrival. A quick note about our adventures. The Christmas event is divided into several parts. At each area, please stay with the group and listen carefully to instructions. There are prizes, but no cheating allowed, please. Okay, so now sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Have a wonderful trip.
2 hours later.
This is your captain speaking. We're experiencing a bit of turbulence, nothing to worry about. The seatbelt sign is now on, so please make your way to the seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you for your cooperation. We should arrive at the... Everyone, please strap in immediately. Oxygen masks will drop down, and you need to secure these over your face as quickly as possible. We're going down. I repeat, we're going down. I need everyone to brace for impact now. Right, type into the Hyperfied chat, /brace. I repeat, type /brace. That's /BRACE. This is not a drill. We're going down. Okay, before we get into this, everyone stay with the group, please. Don't run away. Stay with the group. Dragon8, feel free to play clip number 2.
It looks like everyone survived. This is insane.
Who dares trespass into the domain of Krampus? Foolish mortals, you are all doomed to perish in my cursed land. But if you wish to escape with your lives, you must heed my commands. Scattered across the wilderness are 6 Krampus runes. These runes hold the clues you need to escape this place. Work together as a team or remain here forever. Good luck, you'll need it.
Okay, cool. For those of you who can't get in, let's just try. You're gonna type /brace /BRACE. Try in capitals or lowercase, and hopefully people should get in. How's everyone doing? Are we in? Most people are in.
No,
So I think we're no. Okay.
it's still not working for me.
No. No, I wasn't listening. Should we play that again just whilst people get in? What do you reckon?
Who dares trespass into the domain of Krampus? Foolish mortals, you are all doomed to perish in my cursed land. But if you wish to escape with your lives, you must heed my commands. Scattered across the wilderness are 6 Krampus runes. These runes hold the clues you need to escape this place. Work together as a team or remain here forever. Good luck, you'll need it.
Okay, so the point of this part of the game is to, as I said, explore the wilderness and look for 6 different runes, and you have to click the runes when you find them. So, be gone, jump aboard a suitcase that Metageist designed, and go find your runes, and follow the instructions when you get there. Metageist, do you want to talk a little bit about the suitcase?
Sure, yeah. So I've just realised that I messed up with the seating position on the suitcase. Yeah, my actual suitcase, my real world suitcase, that's gone to all the different NFT and crypto art events with me over the last sort of 5 or so years, has sort of seen its last, had a wheel come off in the middle of a Bangkok airport and destroyed it. So the case is no more, but because it's covered in stickers from like going back to like 2020, 2021, I decided that I wanted to completely like immortalize it and ride it around in Hyperfly. So if you look closely at the suitcase, you'll see lots of like OG artists and people that are in the chat. And I won't name drop everybody, but it's quite a funny thing. This is probably going to be an NFT just because it makes me laugh. It's going to be called No Use Case because it's a case that has no use, and like much of crypto has absolutely no use case. I think I'll leave it at that. You've got to try and ride them around, look among the trees, try and find the runes and find the letters. If this takes too long, we can skip to the next bit anyway. But that's the plan.
Yeah. So there are, if you find a rune, it will take you somewhere, and there'll be a clue there, and you can follow the instructions. Some people have already started throwing screenshots into the chat, which is exactly what you're meant to do. And the first people to do that will be getting prizes. So go find stuff. Dragonate, feel free to play some Christmas music whilst we search. Give it like 5 minutes. But did we officially find the L? Has anyone posted an L? I don't think we have.
We've all posted plenty of L's.
Have we? Seen
No,
I,
not in the game.
I see. God damn it. Rizzle said he'd cheat. All right, okay. Well, keep looking for the L. If you find the L, you'll be getting a prize. So we'll go back through this chat and see who found each letter first, and there'll be prizes allocated. Do you want to wait to find the L, or shall we move on to the next bit? I reckon we'll move on. Okay, Dragonate, if you could play the next. There we go. Well done, Fabiano. Cool. Play the next clip, please, Dragonate.
That's 4, right?
I think it's hang on, have a list. Get it up. It's 3.
Well done. I must admit, I'm impressed. You've solved my clues. Clever indeed. But your journey isn't over yet. For your final test, you must enter my ramshackle fortress. Once inside, wait for further instructions. The race to find me will begin soon, and only the worthy will prevail. To reach my fortress, type into the Hyperfy chat /slay. That is /SLEIGH. Slay. Let the final challenge commence.
Okay, if you jump in on the course, just come back. We'll all start together, shall we? Make this nice and fair. So jump in the water and you'll portal back here. If you weren't listening, type in /slay into the Hyperfy chat and you'll all come together. It is /SLEIGH. Let's see, is everyone here? I think so. Okay, cool. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to basically have a race, and the first 3 people to get there to the end of this race, we'll give a prize to as well. Slay not working for me. Try slay in capitals, see if that works, and make sure you type / beforehand.
/slay, yeah.
Yeah, /slay, yeah. Okay. So we're going to play a little bit of music when we all start. I think we're probably good to go. Once you get there, at the end, take a picture of yourself there, then we can see who actually got there first.
This is a jumping course, as you've seen before. Bear in mind that you want to be zoomed out to third person. It's going to be a lot easier to play like that, at least I think it is. So scroll your mouse wheel back to get into third person. Holding down shift will make you jump a lot further as well, so that helps. But yeah, you shouldn't have to use that at all until close to the end. But remember that shift helps you jump further, because that's going to help as well. You know how these things go. I've put in a load of extra boxes for all of the participation trophy people. Let's go.
Okay, Dragonate, feel free to play some music. Everyone else, get jumping. Remember, when you get to the end, take a picture of yourself at the end, so we know who to give prizes to.
Take your snapshot.
I reckon that's as good as any transition. I think most people that are gonna get in are gonna get in. Let's have a look. So who's still trying to get? Is there anyone? I think there is.
Sorry, we didn't catch who was actually first there. We're gonna have to trust you guys. Thought the name would be against the announcement on the left-hand side, but there's no name. So I think it was Dragonate or Canwolf. Can you guys confirm?
Yeah. Did people take the screenshots when they got there? Hopefully. Okay. Rizzle asks a very good question. He says, "What's the shortcut to get to the end?" Have a guess, Rizzle. See if you can get it. Because you like cheating. Slash what? See if you can get it. No. Slash end. So there we go. Right. So if you're not here, type / end and you will be here. Dragonate, feel free to not / cheat. Dragonate, feel free to play the last track. Number.
Well done. You've proven to not be quite as foolish as you appear. Very well. I will allow you to leave with your lives. Now hurry up and take your group photo. I'm a very busy Krampus, you know. Have a very merry WIPMAS.
All right, that concludes the this portion of the event. So, but let's get our group photo. So, Dragonate, I think we know the protocol for group photo time. Get on it. I'm asking a lot for Dragonate.
It's broken. One moment.
Rizzle will now sing the Paradoxx theme tune.
It is horrifying. It's absolutely horrific. Yeah.
Just a humble cameraman looking for a tiny bit of attention. It's me, Paradoxx. Get your asses in line and smile for the fucking camera. No one cares about Matthew and Rizzle, that's for sure. It's about me, Paradoxx. I'm taking over the show.
Alrighty, I won't do the whole spew this week. The general things I'm Paradoxx. I'm a videographer. We do a group photo and it goes on Rizzle's Twitter. So let's get everyone in line for a group photo. So go stand in front of the Krampus. And that Krampus face is not nice.
You're so mean.
Alrighty, cool. I actually need to refresh real quick because it's not loading for me. Dragonate, if you can play some music, some photo time music. Everyone line up facing the where you came in from the away from the Krampus. You're posing with the Krampus, and then we'll get this show on the road. Sorry, Dragonate. Beautiful fade. All right, cool. I think that's everything for the photo time. This has been a fun game to make. As Matt said, we did a little bit extra on this one because it's Christmas and all that. So All right. Well, I will see all of you in the new year. Have a good Christmas. Have a good WIPMAS. Metageist, any parting words?
No, not really. Just thank you. And I had a lot of fun today doing this, and I want to do more.
Yeah, been an intense couple of days, but it's been good. Fun using AI tools, and we'll go through the chat and make sure the correct people get their prizes. So, I think that's it. Thanks, guys.
I got a thing. I got a little surprise. I'm gonna fuck with the protocol here at the end of 2024. We've been working on like a little thing behind the scenes. It actually started with Metageist, who threw together this goofy AI song, and then I got really inspired and started chopping up a lot of Paradoxx's clips, and then we all sort of like came together and threw together this little like WIP anthem kitschy video that we're gonna mint eventually and drop it on people who signed the guest book. But it felt appropriate to give people a teaser of the final product here before we push it out eventually. But you know how these things go. You know, we got busy and the holidays eventually. We're good for it. We're gonna get these in everybody's wallets. But this is the official teaser of the official thing. Then you know, we spent some time on it. It came out pretty dope and fun. So I'm gonna do the show thing. I'm gonna screen share in Discord. It's like, you know, a minute and a half long, and felt like it's a good way to wrap 2024 here. So click on me. I'm in the voice channel. Click on me, and I'm gonna click play on this thing. And big shout out to the fam who does this week in and week out. I didn't get to do my intro, but y'all know who you are. Yeah, let's do the thing.
In an empty sea of NPCs, no more flipping, spinning, all the gentle economies. Artists left, bleeding edge, never ending, no regrets. The end, shoulda, coulda, woulda, who left? The end. We ain't chasing moments, we making them. Don't get lonely, short to do. We try to head the forward, my water, popping people at. It's ready, there, oh. Building, painting, writing, speaking, jumping, shooting, racing, breaking pebbles, breaking stories, making first to matter. Infinite game of whatever, making it a whole lot better. Whatever's happening next, the stuff that nobody thought of yet, we making it the meta. As long as it's a game that people wanna play, we better. As long as it's a game that people wanna play, we good. We good. We ain't chasing moments, we making them. Don't get lonely, short to do. We try to head the forward, my water, popping people at. It's ready, player. Oh, building, painting, writing, speaking, jumping, shooting, racing, breaking pebbles, breaking stories, making first to matter. Infinite game of whatever, making it a whole lot better. Making it a whole lot better. It's a game of whatever's happening next, of stuff that nobody even thought of yet. We making it the meta for untouched, martial artisans, treat agnostic artisans. As long as it's a game that people wanna play, we good, we good.
Yo, so that's the thing. Shout out Metageist Paradoxx for letting me steal your ideas and clips and mash that shit together. Shout out to all of you coming out 2024 and the last however many fucking crypto years we've been doing this shit. Appreciate you all so much, and your support to pull off this incredible stupid thing that I had no idea was going on, and to show up after having been slammed with holiday stuff and being taken on this incredible plane crash with this fucking terrifying Krampus behind me. I just love you all so fucking much for making it happen week in and week out. Can't say enough about it, everybody. I'm going to throw the mic over to Matt because he kicked this thing off, and I'm very, very grateful to that in my absence. And I'm going to stick around for the Afties with show, and we'll be back 2025 to do the thing. So, Matt, dude, bring it on home.
Yo, what up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Real quick, if Tasty is in the crowd, please drop your ETH address. Trying to send you a cipher, dude. If we are unable to get that, whoever signs the guest book will just like randomly reward one of you lucky individuals with that cipher, dude, and then we'll shout you out on social so you know you got a cipher, dude, in your wallet, because that's effing amazing. Drago, we're gonna hook you up, man. I want that to go to a member of the WIP fam. WIP crew, we're hooking up everyone on the WIP crew, so don't worry about that. Drago feels like he got a lump of coal in the stocking. You're not gonna get rugs, sir. We're gonna hook you up. But Echo and Rizzle, what a fucking crazy 2024. Great way to wrap this up, highlighting I think the best of the WIP crew. I mean, the fact that we get to work with folks like Metageist and Paradoxx and Dragonite and Show and Rizzle and the whole crew. It is Brookhawk, the chef, cooking up things in the background. The whole Meme Explorer crew as well for hosting us. It's so cool. Week in, week out. Love the crew. Love the fam. Can't wait to get all these link drops together and drop them under everyone's digital Christmas trees. It's going to be really fun to see how much we can cram into each of these link drops. Again, it sounds like a broken record, but sign that guest book. And I think with that, this officially concludes the last WIP of 2024. Thank you so much, Easy. All right, Tasty, we're going to hook you up. And let's get to the last Afties of the year with Show. Let's get it. Thank you all. See you all in 2025.
It's broken again. Give me a sec.
All good.
Wait, is this thing on? Yeah! Yeah!
It's time for the Afties.
Hot takes, opinions, thoughts. Let's go!
Hey, what's up, y'all? How's my audio? My 2x2, 5x5. What's up?
Yes.
All right, awesome. If my microphone cuts out, please be patient. You know what I'm saying? It's not me, it's my microphone. Hey, if you're brand new to this, adjust your speakers, adjust your headphones. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you're not into any form of content or entertainment where an individual is cursing and screaming and yelling or being passionate or quote unquote fake telling it like it is, I don't really tell it like it is. I just do it for performance art and comedic purposes. But if that's not really your thing, please feel free to leave. And shout out to you, much love to you. But if you're down to chill and be entertained for a little bit, by all means, hang out and chill. Be tapped in, receive alpha before alpha is alpha. And that's word to the wise, just for the record. That being said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh fucking yeah. WIP fam. WIP fam. WIP fam, I'm proud of you. WIP fam, I am so proud of you. Endurance, resilience, mental strength, fortitude. What's that term? Alacrity? A little bit of elasticity? The opposite of viscosity. Formless, but of a strong form, a form that is undaunted and unbreakable. I salute you, because only people that have those descriptive words associated with them could have survived what we've survived. It's been rough, man. It has been brutal. And it's real. High stakes. High stakes involving your mental sanity, your emotions. Very, very real. You felt each day, each week, each month, and then I'll bring it back every second, every minute, every hour of this year. We've all felt it. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I felt it to the point where I decided to I decided to pay a visit to my friends in the meat space. It's been 5 years since I've connected with any of them, and it's many of them. It's like shit, maybe like damn, like did I say 150 people that were like wondering what the fuck was going on. So this past week, I started partying and hanging out at my haunts. One of my friends was always harassing me in text for years, like, dude, where are you? Where the fuck are you at? What are you doing? So, and then, so anyway, I decided to, I paid a visit, and it was a lot of heartfelt hugs, a lot of a lot of conversations I had to have with people, because I needed it. I needed my people in the meat space. And some people were like, yo, I thought, I didn't know if you were dead, you were alive. And it's crazy. It's like, it's the opposite here in the crypto space. It's like, people know I'm here, so, one of the things that sucks is like the last time I saw many people, I was like drunkenly explaining to them about the importance of crypto. And I'm talking like November 2021. And they're somewhat hard-headed about this, and I'm there before everything blows up, and I'm telling them. And even now, like in these conversations, I had a conversation with a friend. Like we were hitting up some bars, and I said, hey man, do you remember when I was drunkenly screaming and yelling at you and our other friend, telling y'all that I don't think that you're even ready for me to bring you into this thing? And then me telling them like, hey, so like I started a project which also doubled as a real business, and to me it was successful. It was awesome. It was a great experience, and like I've met all these people. I know all these movers and shakers and these builders in these spaces. And then immediately they're like, oh, so you're doing like scammers and stuff. And then immediately I roll my eyes because I already had the answer ready. I'm like, no, I'm talking about, I'm at the core of this shit. I know the people above the people, and this is not a flex. Everything from venture capitalists all the way down to the what's the word, burgeoning, the budding superstar in terms of like crypto art and the like. And they're still cynical. 5 years and still cynical and not believing what I'm saying. So I say, hey, look, I know that I was passionate and I may have turned you off when I was telling you about this 5 years ago, but clearly you've seen everything that's been happening in crypto, right? Like you can't have missed this. And they're still like, yeah, I don't know. And then I'm like, well, I'm telling you now, well, we have these two terms, NFA, this is not financial advice, but I think that you should reconsider crypto. You should really think about it at this point. I don't want to tell you how to live your life. I'm your friend. I don't want to be responsible if you fuck up, because most likely you're going to fuck up because you're not listening to me right now. there's that, and then on top of it, if you're still cynical, we have a term called DYOR. You know, do your own fucking research. If you don't believe me, if you don't trust my voice after all this time, after I'm basically telling you, I gave a little quick rundown of like some of the things I accomplished in the space, and they're still cynical. I'm just like, man, is this even a friendship? You know, in hindsight, I mean, it is, but many people, if they don't come up with the idea themselves, then they won't believe it coming from anyone else, especially when it comes to something that may represent money. And this is the final case in point. When I explained that I started a project and it doubled as a business, and it was great, it was fun, it was amazing. Shout out to Anisha made me proud because it didn't make millions and trillions of dollars or anything like that. It didn't fucking destroy everything, but it just let me know that I could feel certain things and do things, and it made total sense and it solved problems. So aside from that, my friend with a straight face said, how can you start a business if you don't take out a business credit card loan from the bank? That's not a business. And there was a pause from me because I had to think for a second, right? I'm like, are you fucking dumb? I was like, are you fucking... So wait, I had to hold that back, right? Because you all know me, and this person knows me, but at the same time, I'm like, I have to like keep questioning like my relationship, like my friendships. It's just like, but it's the same like blockheadedness, friends and family, when you explain simple things and then when you hear back, it's something totally like... You're just like, what? Like, and then you have to question, did I say the, like, anyway, so then, wait. So then, I was like, all right, so I guess I need to lead them to the water. I need to walk them to the water so they get it. I was like, hey, man, you don't have to believe me. You can study on your own. I'll answer all questions for you, but I will tell you this. If you're starting a business, level 1 would be seeking funding, but level 0 starts with you. And you only know this with anyone in here who has created crypto art, created a project in the space, who has moved and shaked and networked and created connections, who has angel invested into other things. You know, level 0 starts with you, which is before level 1. Even your level 1 doesn't have to be even seeking funding too, right? Level 0 starts with you. Level 0, your hands, your feet, your voice, your brain. You have 24 hours in a day. I told him, hey, man, you don't want to start off in debt, stupid. Well, I didn't call him stupid. You don't want to start off in debt. I didn't even say you don't want to start off in debt because that's even giving you too much information, right? I just said, hey, sweat equity and social cachet can generate a lot of income. Sweat equity and social cachet. And there's people who misunderstand sweat equity, like they're not understanding the term. All that means is like you creating with your hands and your feet. You creating all those social media profiles. You scheduling posts. You doing research and tweeting, you creating with your hands and your feet, you starting an event on time, you curating, you providing social incentive for someone else to engage with you, you checking in on your community, you associating, you going to other people's communities and supporting them, giving a good word. These things generate, if you're looking for income for people to prop up your business. That's what crypto. I mean, I knew these things, but seeing it in a tangible way, That's what crypto showed me over the last 5 years. Like, because I was able to do it again. Doing it before in the meat space is one thing, but doing it in this space with people who don't know you from a can of paint, everyone is a non, lets you know, like, hey, this is a thing. And then I got no response from my friend. He didn't understand. And then he mentioned something about oh God. He's like, yeah, I don't know about starting businesses with friends. I'm like, yeah, man. My personal rules: don't start a fucking business with friends or family because you can't fire them. And I told him that don't start a business with friends and family, because you can't fire them. They will most likely fuck up. If you're about being prompt, getting things done, right? They won't show up on time. Or they may be lax here. You don't if this is an RPG character sheet, you pay attention, but you don't know what'll languish or what'll incentivize, what'll motivate, because that relationship is there. You know, I learned it a long time ago from the 48 Laws of Power. You get more from your enemies than your friends. But shout out to Robert Greene. I don't really quote 48 Laws of Power like that anymore, but it was helpful when the book first came out. But it is somewhat true where your enemies have more to prove if you hire them because they have a chip on their shoulder and there's that emotional connection. But if you manage to enrich them, they go from a friend to a really powerful ally. My friend is too inclined to point out inaccuracies, weaknesses, as opposed to bigging up the successes or really seeing the overall vision. And that's unfortunate. Really good friend of mine. But it is what it is. So I went through all that. God damn it, that was 14 minutes. So I just wanted to give you all that because I just wanted you to know that in the real world, people won't see your vision, man. Or even also lastly, my friend wanted to bring me on because he's been hanging out at this spot, this hotel, it's a lounge, and he was like, hey man, I thought of you. I want you to come DJ. So then actually I give him my live DJ sets. And I'm like, hey man, listen, even if you don't like the sets, even if I know you like the music, but then he was like, oh, I don't know if this is the kind of music I've been listening to, and he shows me his playlist, and I'm like, sir, you already know the genre. You know the genre that we like. I'm playing this, right? Oh God, sorry, this is a lot, yo. You know the genre. You know the genre that we like. I'm playing said genre. You want a specific area of the genre being played. I'm like, why don't you just DJ this shit yourself? And then on top of it, I was like, hey man, look, we're doing this, right? I already have success in this. I've gotten enriched from this. I've gotten paid from this. So it doesn't matter if you like it or if you don't like it. If we're doing something at this hotel, we can split the income. And he's like, oh, why didn't you think about getting paid from it? I'm like, well, who the fuck am I talking to? Why the fuck are you gonna do this shit? If you're like, how the fuck can you understand crypto if you're trying to do shit in real life and you're not trying to get fucking paid? And I'm like, man, where are my crypto friends? Where are my friends who understand like nuance and context and thinking a little further along and ideating and not being so cynical about things, but like pushing shit like forward, knowing that you fail fast, fail hard, but at the same time it's strategic failing. You're not failing to lose out, because we all know loss so well that we know what's worth time itself. We know what's worth it. And we know how to handle it. You know my point, y'all. God damn it, I don't mean to preach, man. I don't mean to preach. I just wanted to give y'all this shit because, you know, I love you all, man. I love you all. I love you. The Afties was born because I had another friend who didn't fucking understand. And then I had people I was telling drunkenly at 7 a.m. I tell you this shit all the time, and then one day I do have to bring y'all to the after hours. Like at least one of y'all motherfuckers in the voice channel gotta hang. You gotta understand like what my culture's all about. So you can really get the whole like, oh my god, dude, you're like your whole this whole thing is fucking insane. This is your thing? Like, yeah. But the being able to speak at length, being able to engage with everyone over the years, being able to take an opposing side, even a side that I didn't fucking believe in, when challenging and arguing with you all here now, and also brand new people who will come into the WIP and who would be highly opinionated and really believe in themselves and think that no one could really challenge them in arguments, and being able to not run circles. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back there, but really really getting them to engage in conversations that benefit us all just by hearing anything that's wrong or incorrect in a conversation is really valuable, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you all. I didn't really have much of a plan for this Afties because ultimately it was just airdrop season, man. It was all airdrop season. Shout out to the Rizzo and Matthew show. If you haven't checked out that episode that they just dropped, they labeled that airdrop season. But it is. I got a little stuff here. But before I get into airdrop season and which airdrops are cool, which ones weren't, the reason why shout out to Thantea. The reason why your bags fucking tanked today is because yesterday was the FOMC meeting, which is basically the Federal Reserve having their meeting talking about money, and they don't know how to fucking do their job. If you can look on my screen right here, click on me in the screen. Shout out to Rizzo. Click on me. Click on the fucking screen, man. You see Jerome Powell said some dumbass shit again. Like I tell you this over and over and over again. These people, if you work in the government or if you're in power, money is the number one thing that makes people move, right? It's the thing that you assume everybody wants. Either you have a lot of it and you don't want it anymore, or you don't understand it, right? I mean, in terms of them, not you in the voice channel, but them. Jerome Powell either has a lot of money or he just doesn't understand what the fuck he's doing. Power for the sake of power, maybe, I don't know. So he says that it might take 1.5 years for inflation to reach 2%. This was a meeting about like bringing down inflation by 25 BPS, which is what they did. And then on top of it, he says we have avoided a recession and expect another very good year. This was not a very good year. Not only that, it took you in September having to start bringing down to start doing things, and it took the Japanese market plummeting in August in order for you to even consider this. It was not a good year. I think that you're terrible and you're a fucking idiot. And in addition to that, Jerome Powell says that the Fed is not allowed to own Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve is the number one centralized bank that we know of. There may be a private centralized bank that may be more powerful. History would beg to agree that there may be silent somethings with no labels. And that's not conspiracy theory. That's just reality. Why the fuck would you have something so public be the number one thing and makes you a target? You would want to hide and protect your coffers. Right? I'm assuming. But then again, these people are stupid and they're dumb. So maybe it is. The Federal Reserve, quote unquote, the number one bank, says we're not holding on to that shit. Why? Because you can't control it. Why? Because you don't understand it. And because of that singular thing, look at the screen, all this red. Everybody starts dumping. You know why? Because when Trump came in, first thing he said, we're going to have a strategic reserve. That's why everything's been trading. That's why Bitcoin just hit 107. It lacked Ethereum, which hurts my heart. which makes me feel very, very sad. That's besides the point. Jerome Powell, you are a fucking idiot, man. And Trump said that he's firing you. So, you know, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Get rid of the motherfucker. Like, that whole, this isn't a partisan thing. I don't give a fuck about Democrats or Republicans. You just did it. Y'all did a terrible fucking job. All of you motherfuckers did a terrible job. Plain and simple. And this guy takes the fucking cake. Him, Janet Yellen, Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler. I said these names before all your Twitter spaces, and I walked you through every week why these people are terrible. And I explained myself. I spat, I yelled, I enunciated, I pronunciated. I explained myself clearly. So if any motherfucker who hears me cursing and yelling and then assumes to be sitting on their high horse and they think it's low brow, like, oh, this guy cursing and yelling. Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know anything about crypto. And then they ask you a stupid question. They're like, so, could you please explain to me what an EVM is? If you know so much about crypto. Then could you explain why FTX went into bankruptcy if you know so much about crypto? Because I know I had a friend who worked at FTX and that makes me believe that I know more than you about crypto. And then I'll just sit there and I'm just like, man, do you know how much I've given to the space with my voice? Do you know how much I've fucking given to the space? You think you know? You think you know? You can't even explain why all this shit is dumping. 1.5 trillion, 50, 500,000. I can't even do the math. It's trillions right from the stock market in one day. Wait, before I get into this, God damn it. Got me upset. Oh, not Asia Wilson. Shout out to Asia Wilson. I was just looking at WMEA. They're winners or whatever. She's the greatest women's player of this year. Shout out to her. But aside from that, airdrops, man. Airdrops. So we had a bunch of airdrops go down. I was only eligible for like 3. I think 3 of them. I think I'm forgetting one too. They just came and then none of them really none of them really hit for me. But it's all good except for one, you know. Magic Eden, people got some Magic Eden. Pardon me. People got some Magic Eden. I didn't trade on Magic Eden. I'm like, there's too many fucking marketplaces. I don't want to keep connecting the shit. I'm like, you use one, you use them all. I use Blur and then I stopped at Blur. Shout out to you if you won Magic Eden, but also heard that the drop was stupid. They fucked it up, and I happen to believe it. Pudgy Penguins. Shout out to Pudgy Penguins. I mean, this hurts because I was involved with another blue chip. I ignored BAYC. I famously ignored BAYC. I chose not to engage with cool cats. Azuki seemed cool, but also seemed a little cringe. Exploiting Japanese culture when you're not Japanese is weird. It's the same thing as exploiting any culture. And then and you're not of it really, I don't know. All of it just felt weird. And then I guess I should have fucking exploited it. I don't know. It's just stupid. I don't know. You know, I opted for Artifact, which is somewhat Japanese culture because it's Takashi Murakami, but that's aside from the point. And I failed miserably with Artifact. Pudgy Penguins becoming the darling of the space is insane. And not only that, having a leader that was originally a grifter who wound up becoming one of the greatest businessmen in the crypto space of all time, having meat space collaborations. What was it, Walmart and shit? Bigger than anyone. And then dropping an airdrop that was respectable to where they honored OG ETH users and OG Solana users, even if you didn't own a Pudgy Penguin. This was dope. I respect it. I mean, $200, you know. And then I saved a little bit, you know. I saved like I got 8,000 Pengu. I sold 80%. No, I sold 90% of it, and then I put the rest on ice. You know, I mean, that's cool, but I like that. Reason why I say that's cool, they also have Abstract, which is their L2 or whatever, that's supposed to be the game changer, the big game changer that's been on ice for a while. No pun intended, Penguins ice. I think that's going to be huge somehow, some way, because Luka is too strong now. But I was like, man, if only OpenSea could do this kind of thing. And then everybody's been checking their valuations, like on their activity and guessing what they're going to get. I don't think it's going to be that straightforward for OpenSea. I want it to be, but again, like I said last week, I think they're going to fuck it up. And also, I feel bad because I felt like I did a lot of trading on OpenSea, but it's not showing in my volume. I thought I did way more than what I did. And then I have a bunch of wallets, and I'm like, I thought, you know, so if it's that, it's like, man, well, if it's for over duration, if it's over just years of being connected, that's a thumbs up. If it's like I had to spend millions and then you're trying to give me back part of my millions, it's still a loss. You can't pay back Pranksy. You're still giving him back at a loss. You know, Nifty Island had their airdrop, and it was weird. It was strange. I tried to connect it, and in a while it said, "Are you sure you want to connect to this?" And I was like, "Am I sure?" I still haven't. And the gas fees are $20. I'm like, man, I don't want to spend $20 in order to stake this shit or take this shit. I don't think I'm getting $20 back. And then we were so active in Nifty Island. I'm like, why the fuck why the fuck am I getting so much little back? When I got all those damn gems, I got a lot more gems than I got of the token. Right? It was gems. I don't know what that the game thing that you get, the diamonds or whatever. Oh no, I was like, man, I thought I spent a lot of time in Nifty Island. Man, what the fuck? And then they had different waves. It was breaking down into 4 waves. In the first wave, I have like a little bit of time, and then the rest was like, I'm like, man, fuck that, man. I mean, no, sorry about that. Yo, shout out to Charles, man. Yo, shout out. Yo, Nifty Island is the shit. Don't listen to me, man. The WIP loves you. The WIP loves Nifty Island. I love Nifty Island. I'm just saying things, man. Hyperliquid had the hyper token. I didn't know anything about it. Fartcoin launched, and then this happened. Oh man. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think he's here. But you know, I meant no disrespect, Charles. I bet no, like I misspoke. It happens. It's Yafties. This is performance art. I swear. This is bad, man. I wish I could have advised Haley Welsh. I wish I could have advised Hawk Tua, because I would have told her, you launching a shitcoin and there's no incentive for participation. Or there's no, I mean, roadmaps, fuck a roadmap. At the same time, you kind of want to give people a reason why they're using the token. Because when people initially dump and then they hold on, you want to give them reasons to use the token, not only hold the token, but use the token too. The people, I guess, over here, GG.GG, didn't really have a plan. They're talking about community this, community that. What do you mean community, man? She doesn't have a server, or she did, I don't know, or like a Telegram or whatever the fuck. But even if you have a Telegram, it's just a fucking shit. It's just a token with no purpose. The only purpose was to get that shit in 3 seconds and then dump it after 5 seconds. That was all it is. You know, they didn't explain themselves well. They didn't explain, like, hey, this thing is this, to cover their bases. They fucked up. And she's the face, she's the scapegoat. The young lady doesn't know. She didn't know. Her team, which, by the way, is an incredible team. You stretch 15 minutes of fame into fucking months, which was fire. It's a podcast, into appearances. She was showing up in places, and I don't want to say adorable. She's a young woman. She's in her 20s. I'm not, she ain't a child, but She's charismatic. She's naturally charismatic. In terms of skill, oratory skill, the ability to engage as a podcaster, as an A-mic, things like that. It's raw. It's super raw. But in 2024, who gives a fuck about anyone being talented or being trained in how to speak or engage with people? No one gives a shit about that. She's great. Her team fucked up. Her team fucked up big time. They're all on the hook, but she's gonna be on the hook. This is gonna kill her. But what her PR team is gonna do, like she said, she went to sleep, put her on ice for the holidays. Perfect time to fuck up. The absolute perfect time to fuck up PR wise is now, because everything shuts down. Starting tomorrow, everything shuts down. Motherfuckers ain't coming back till mid-January, the third week of January. And I hate this shit because I like things moving and shaking. I'm from New York City. I don't like when things are shut down. I don't like when people are on ice. We have things to fucking do. Same thing in the crypto space. The crypto space usually would move and shake during the holidays because people were doing things for Christmas. They would exchange crypto for Christmas and then New Year's, da-da-da. But lately, it's been no activity. So, sorry for her. But she'll probably begin in February and people will forget because that's just how it goes. One thing that I was shocked about, Ripple Labs' USD stable coin is poised to win. If they burn XRP in order to keep it propped up, Ripple holders, congratulations. I'm a Ripple holder because I like Rose lawsuits and shit. I was like, man, smart money is on these motherfuckers because they survive that shit. They ain't go anywhere. They may be evil as fuck, Brad Garlinghouse, and I forgot the other dude's name. But man, shit. This is NFA DYOR. If you get the NY DFS, which is New York Department of Financial Services, on your side, you are poised to fucking win something. You got draconian laws and the like supporting you. You are badass. Shout out to you. Last but not least, in terms of airdrops, we had our friends over at Elite Labs. Shout out to Elite Labs. Yeah, I'm usually in their server talking shit, conspiracy theories and the like. They're probably sick of seeing me, man. You know what I think about Elite Labs, like tech trials is like when you like a product and idea so much, sometimes you're like you're really enthusiastic and you don't know if you're turning off the project leaves because your enthusiasm. You're just like, man, yo, I really like this shit, yo. Oh, this is fucking dope. This is amazing. Oh, man, what about this? What about this? I saw this. What's up with this? And you don't know if you're turning people off by showing too much love. I don't know, you know? So usually I'm pretty sure people have seen my tweets. I'm like, man, I feel like these people are going to do their thing. Tech Trials has potential. They're gonna, they just unleashed their AI. And the reason why I say that is because they had an airdrop. That's why I'm talking about this during the Afties. They're not paying me to talk about them, but like they are friends of the WIP. I mean, many other projects are friends of the WIP, but like they're friends of the WIP. They just had their airdrop. The airdrop is going on, so I don't know if you're an OG Elite Pass holder. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. But their AI has been going crazy, spreading all kinds of weird, crazy shit. This is some creepy ass shit. This is a trailer that they just dropped. Check this shit out real quick.
Open fire.
Yeah, so shout out to them. Like I love esoteric hidden secret messages. I love what they're doing. I keep pressing them to do more story cryptos like real like lore based story along with you participating deep in the shit. And tying that into crypto, having an AI agent tie crypto into some heavy lore based shit, bringing degens in to basically break things in their thing. I think that's a good ass formula. I hope that they keep it going. And then the fact that they're dropping their token, hopefully if they add some tokenomics to it, the shit'll keep itself propped up, So that's what it is. If you do hop into their server and tell them that the WIP brought you there, say what's up. Tell them that I showed it. Tell them motherfuckers I showed. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing I just like. Oh yeah, I love synthwave too. So if you fucking play synthwave, that's my fucking jam. But yeah, that being said, oh my god, man, I'm looking at the time. My fault. I didn't mean to go this long, man. Yo, WIP fam, I love y'all so much, man. Sometimes like the WIP saves my mental sanity because the meat space is terrible. It's like it's irrational and it's really really terrible, So thank you, and I just want to let you all know that Matthew and Rizzle allowed. No, the entire WIP crew has allowed the AFTIs to exist because they knew that I belong in an insane asylum, and this is my way of experiencing therapy. So this is an excuse to like pat a friend on the head and allow him to therapize himself. That's it. This has been one big LARP. This has been one big LARP that Nate was behind. But the entire WIP crew was in on this Arkham Asylum shit that I've been doing for years on end. At the end of the WIP, they're like, dude, it's like giving your kid a controller that's not connected to the fucking thing and letting them think that they're playing. That's what it's been a fucking LARP. Yo, I mean, it's too late, man. You've been indoctrinated. You've been initiated into the LARP. The question is whether or not am I the crazy one, or are you the crazy one for being here listening this entire time? But I'll just say that I'm glad that we're all crazy together, and I love you all. So thank you so much, everybody, for sticking with us through 2024 and the previous years through the ups and downs. Shout out to the entire leadership team at meme.com. Shout out to the WIP crew, and yo fam, 2025 big change is coming. I think not in terms of us, not with no, I don't mean they ain't no announcements with this shit. I mean like in terms of crypto space. Big things, man. I think that we all come out of this tunnel on top. Everybody in the voice channel, thank you, much love.